Hi guys, it's Michelle with Sweets and Soaps. How you guys doing out there? It's been a while. Yeah, I know. The last video I did was a making cream soap video. But this video today is a little bit different. It's all these health scares going on, With Tiggy, I hope she's doing a lot better. And I hope she goes to the doctor and gets that eye check out, because that is just not the business. Whoo, getting soap in the eye that's raw. So we all need to be a little bit more health conscious when we're making soap or playing with anything that can damage any part of our body, skin, eye, whatever you have. We make product that the start of it, some is not good for us, you know. But anyways, I feel so much better today. Um, this is like a video, not soap video. It's a little bit more personal, a little bit more about health, health scares, anything like that. I had a health scare this weekend, and it kind of made me think twice about things going on in my life right now. You know, we all have issues, we all have problems, we all have, some kind of health issue going on. Some of us may have just, it might be some bad fingernails, or I got an ingrown toenail, or I got a toothache, or my head, I keep getting these headaches, or whatever it is, or my body aches, something. Well, I had all that. No, just kidding. I had a lot. For the last year and a half, since I moved here to this apartment, things for me have not been going as good as they should go. When I was living at my other apartment, I was always making soap. I was making videos. Even when I moved here, I was still making videos, but I started slowing down. I noticed a change in my body, a change in my lifestyle, things that I used to do, I wasn't able to do anymore. And it's not because the weight. I've always been big, but I've always been able to manage it. And this last year, it's just gotten out of control. I mean, we was balling out of control with this, with the weight, with the tiredness, with the fatigue, with just being headaches, and just so much. I mean, I was sucking aspirin like I was popping Tic Tacs, So it was just like horrible. I mean, I had a toothache, got that pulled, taken care of, and I was like, oh, finally, after so long. You don't really think about, as women, we tend to put, when we have kids and a husband, or we tend to put them first before us. And I put my kids, and I put everything else, friends, family. I would just procrastinate. I'm like the biggest procrastinator in the world. That's why I don't get things done. And, after this weekend, it really stopped and made me think. So we'll put a pin right there. And I'm going to come back to that. But anyways, the really biggest thing is, women, we need to take care of ourselves, especially going to the doctor, following up with the doctor. If you're feeling weird, something it's not right, go to the doctor. If you don't have medical coverage, which I totally understand, because for 2.5 years, about 2 years, maybe 2.5 years, I didn't have any medical coverage. And during that time is when things for me started to go bad. The tooth went bad. I started having heart palpitations, shortness of breath, just fatigue, weak muscles, headaches, dizziness. There were times when I would be washing dishes and I'd have to sit down because my head would just start getting like real hot, and it would just feel like I was gonna pass out. Then I start getting like dry heaves and like I want to throw up. I was hungry, and if I didn't eat anything, something quick, oh my god, I don't know what would happen. I'm so glad my kids were here, like, baby, Herbie, get mama something, give me something. And I'm not a person, I eat breakfast, but I'm not, something a stickler for it. I eat it when I want to eat it. Most of the time I wasn't hungry at that time. I didn't want to eat. But I would go too far, and then it was just all bad. But aside from all that, finally got some coverage, went to the doctor, had told him my symptoms that's going on. He's like, well, with your weight, could be diabetes, could be some heart. So they did an EKG, normal. He checked my heart, no problems, no heart palpitations, no heart murmurs, no nothing. My, I had a piss in a cup. That came back fine. Everything was fine on the surface, But you really don't find out really what's going down until you get to the blood. The blood will tell you everything, and usually your pee will tell you too. But it just told a little story, not the whole story. And I'm not gonna be long, so let me just get this done. Well, I still got time because I'm on my daughter's laptop, and that sucker likes to just drop off, like the face of her. Oh, there's no more internet connection. Like there to start it. So, anyways, I can laugh about it, but at the time it was it was real serious. So, I went to the doctor about a week and a half ago, and during that week and a half after the doctor, I was supposed to get blood work, and I usually like going to get my blood work either that day or the day after, but really within the time frame of right, closest enough to the last doctor's appointment. But I waited. I waited a week and a half, and I just went this past Friday. I wish I would have gone earlier, but things happen. Me being a procrastinator like I am, I already told y'all, I'm gonna do it the last minute, the last thing. So I went. Had my blood drawn. The girl left the bruise on my arm. I'm like, I know she can't draw blood because it hurts. And I've had, my blood drawn before where it didn't hurt. So, oh well, you got what you gonna do? Draw your own blood? Yeah, right. Yeah. So, anyways, Saturday morning, I have like this huge laundry list of things I wanted to do. I was stuck I wanted to go out of town because I hadn't been out to my favorite spot, which is Monterey, California. That's like the ultimate, most destination for California. That is where I go to relax, lose my mind, clear everything. I'm like, oh, Monterey, yes, clam chowder in the rocks. Sitting out on the rocks, looking at the water come in and go out, watching the sprays. Well, oh, I just love Monterey. That's my place. I've been going there since I was, hell, probably 2, 3 years old. My parents would take me, and that's where we go to relax. But I knew that I couldn't go because there were other things on my plate that were more important, such as my daughter was leaving for camp this week. So I had to get all the laundry done. I had to get her hair braided. I had to go shopping to pick up all the extras because, again, I'm a procrastinator. So everything in the last minute. Of course, I got this information 3 months ago, dang near when school started, but I'm barely doing it now, okay? So, that's real bad. So, anyways, I'm like, okay, get up Saturday morning. I'm like, let me wash the dishes because dishes I hate with a passion, but let me get them done. Got them done. Just about to wash the last pot, I get a call. My phone rings. It's my doctor. Woo! I'm like, why is my doctor calling me on Saturday? Must be something. He must have got them labs back, and there must be something in there that ain't right. I'm thinking diabetes. I'm thinking high cholesterol. No, it was neither one of those. I'm thinking some other crazy, whatever, because your mind is all racing until he tells you exactly what's going on. So he pronounced to tell me that, Michelle, you seen me, right? I'm like, yeah, I seen you, doctor. And he's like, well, I just got your labs back, and I'm see something on here that just is worrying me. So, according to this, you have a very low hemoglobin count. And I'm like, hemoglobin? That's blood. Little blood count. I wonder what that's, thinking, oh, maybe I got some kind of disease. That's what's going around in my head. I'm like, oh, whatever. But he's like, no, I'm going to need you to go to the emergency room because this is too low and you really need to get to the ER. So I'm like, okay. So I make all my phone calls. Cancel. I'm not going to Monterey. Cancel, baby girl. I can't do nothing for you right now. Mommy has to go to the hospital. Explain to my kids what's going on. And everybody else. Took my mom. We went over to the hospital. Checked in the ER. They did blood work. Sat me in a bed. Doctor came and told me, hey, Michelle, you need some blood. Looks like we're going to have to do a blood transfusion. I'm like, what? I'm like, why? He's like, because your hemoglobin count is 5.5. I'm like, 5.5? Okay. He goes, normal people have 12. I'm like, oh, so I only got half. So I was, for the last year and a half, was only going on half of what I needed. And I'm wondering, why am I all weak and tired and pale and, oh my God. Okay. So we got to the bottom. 4 pints later, I feel good. I've got my color back. My hands I got color in my hands because my hands had no color in it. Okay, um, I'm not weak. I can walk further than I used to, even though I'm a big girl. Still got problems there, but I'm happy. But the whole point of this is, women, we need to take care of ourselves. We need to sometimes put ourselves first before our kids, before our husbands, before our business, before anything. Because we need to make sure we're okay so we can take care of everybody else. Now, my issue that I had is I was slowly bleeding to death, as the doctor said, through, which is really simple, my monthly period, which really wasn't monthly because, well, it lasted a month, 25 days a month. I'm like, well, maybe I'm going through menopause. You hear about women, oh, yeah, my period's all, take all month and I'm always bleeding. Well, come to say I was anemic, I was slowly bleeding to death, and with tiredness, weakness, um, all that other stuff. Only found out through this by going to the doctor, getting the blood work, and it's so. This moral of the whole story is, women, we need to take care of ourselves. We need to look at those signs that we know aren't right. At 39, I knew I shouldn't be having a period that lasts 20 to 25 days a month. Okay, I knew that. Okay, but I was living in denial. Okay, I know, so when something, if you're having headaches on a daily basis and you're popping 4 pills at a time of aspirin, that's 325 milligrams every 4 hours because your head is throbbing and you can't figure out, there's something wrong. Okay, you should be at the doctor getting figured out what's wrong. And that is really the reason why I came on and wanted to let you guys know that, even though I laugh and whatever, it was a serious thing, because had I continued to not go to the doctor and not think more, at any time I could have lost a lot of more blood, ran into a tree while I was driving from passing out, killed me or injured severely me and my kids, or I could have fell asleep and never woke back up. Okay, so it is serious. So when you have those signs that just aren't right, get your ass to the doctor. Excuse my French. Get in there to see what is wrong, because you're only guaranteed one life, and that's all we got. So we need to take what we have and cherish it. I cherish, after that, everything I do is so precious. I hate yelling at my kids, and it's like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Or whatever we do, this life is precious and we need to cherish it. So I want you guys, if you know there's something wrong with you, get your ass to the doctor, okay? Because you can't fix it. Only the doctor can, or some medicine, or some whatever, or prayer. I pray too. That's why God put doctors there, to figure out what's wrong with you. Prayer works, but you also have to use the tools that the Lord gives you, and those are doctors and all the things that they have, and that was created by them to help fix you. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and get off, because I know we're like 13 minutes in. Y'all probably like, oh my God. So anyways, I love you guys, and I'm sending you peace and love from Sweet Scent Soap, Michelle. Have a good one, guys. Bye.